Okay, we're live. Let me tweet out that I'm live. I'm live on YouTube. Come hang out.
Chanel has created blue serum.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay, okay. Oh, what's happening here? All right, hey guys. Hey. I've done a live stream on my channel. How you guys doing? All right, so I just tweeted out that I am live. I'm printing something really fast that I need for me. If you guys didn't read or understand the title of this video live stream, we are going to be working on some Mickey ears. I went to the store today and bought all of the fun stuff. Hey everybody, hi. Hey Dylan, Dan, Derek, Christian, Alyssa, Jeremiah, great traveling Scott, Frankie, hey, what's going on? Everybody's here. Everybody's here. We're having fun. All right, so I'm going to show you guys really fast what I bought for these custom ears. And I actually bought some things that are not just for the ears too. So I'm going to show you guys that first. So these are the flowers. And I kind of want you guys to guess what the ears are in the comments. So as I show you stuff, guess what character Mickey ears I'm making. So okay, so these are the flowers that I bought for the ears. If you guys don't know, most of my ears that I make are custom, one of a kind, and I don't use like any, well, I use fabric, but that's not the main focal point. The main focal point of my ears are flowers. So these are all the flowers that I got. Yes, yes, I think they look really nice. I made sure to match all of the colors for the character that I'm doing. So these are all of the flowers. Check those out. Super pretty, right? Okay. And then let me, no, knocking stuff over. Okay. So here are, let me look at the comments while I'm doing this. Oh my God, I'm dropping things. Thanks, Hayden. Of course you know what this is, Steve. Don't ruin it for everybody else. Let them guess, because you guys, these custom pair are for Steve. Well, like, Steve's not going to be wearing them. Well, if he did, that's cool too, but I think it's for his girlfriend or his wife. I am 28, so I saw that someone asked, Alyssa asked how old I am. Okay, so this is not for what I'm doing, but as you guys know, or maybe you don't, I also hand stamp jewelry. So I bought some of my stamping stuff because I ran out. So go over there. That can be a trash bag. Okay, so then I got some fabric. So here are the colors, just to give you guys a guess of what I'm making. Let's see. I need that for the breakdown. It's a very large receipt. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Oh, these I bought. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this up here. I bought these, but this is not for the ears. I make candles too, and I sell candles at craft shows, and I'm going to be doing MegaCon in May. So I got these because they kind of reminded me of, like, I'm not religious, but they reminded me of like Catholic church looking, like a, what's that box where you go in and you like confess your sins or something. But I got these to display my candles, which I thought were really fun. So I got 2 of them because that's all they had left, actually. There's that. Very fun. I'm excited. Those are a separate thing, but they're still really fun. So I got some headbands for the ears. My foam, because this is what I use for my ears, they're foam cores. That makes sure that the ears are super lightweight because these weigh next to nothing. And I got a couple of them actually because they're good to have around for when I get custom orders for ears. Okay, here's the ribbon. Let me check. Here's the ribbon. It's like a lavender purple and a light pink. It's hard to see, but yeah, there's the ribbon that I got. And then I'm very much into gemstone-y things, so I got some gemstones. There's the colors too. And this is going to give it away. I went to the hair store, salon, not a hair store, but my friend is a salon person. She does hair. So she gave me some extensions. So if that doesn't tell you, but I'm going to say now, this isn't going to be like hanging from the ears. I'm going to be doing something special with it. So, but yeah, so I have actual human hair. Well, it's not human hair, maybe. I think, no, it is human hair, I think. Well, okay. So yeah, fun. Yeah. Okay, you guys are starting to get it now. Rapunzel, yes. So I'm making a pair of Rapunzel ears. All right, so the whole like ears on this live stream, because it takes me too long. Each pair that I make takes anywhere between 2 to 3 hours because they are like super custom. And but I figured what I would do is I would at least like start it so that you guys can see how the process goes, how it works. So hang out if you want, have a drink. I have some unsweet tea, so bunny. And so yeah, we're gonna get to work. Oh, where's the thing I printed? So the first step that I took was finding the image of the Corona Kingdom. I had to be told what that was. And then I realized, now I'm not going to be printing this out. I'm actually going to be cutting it out with this. So that's something that I'll do later because it's not necessarily a rush at the moment. That's like kind of a last step thing. So this side, but I just resized it, so that's ready to go. Let me read the comments real fast. The Harry Potter Slytherin edition of the blue one. The blue one. What's the blue one? Am I out of the loop? And do I have my... Okay, so different Etsy. Etsy shop is for jewelry, and the other Etsy shop is for candles. But with the jewelry shop, I also do make... It started when I made a pair for my friend Jen. You guys know her as the Jen Tracker. And from there, it kind of blossomed into its own thing. So you can say that I have two separate businesses, but they are cohesive. You know, like I work on both of them at the same time. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Blue beginning, the Harry Potter of the book. I'm still confused, Hayden, but if there's a Slytherin edition coming out of anything, I definitely want to get it. The next part of this tattoo actually is going to be right here, and it's going to be the Slytherin crest, but from Pottermore. So I'm going to get the Slytherin crest here. I'm going to do Luna's glasses. Like, okay, so let me see. I never know if I can get like a full half, so I don't think I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm not gonna cut it, I don't think. I think I need to have it like more square. Okay, so let me see here. I'm gonna trim this down to be more square. Does that look like a square, you guys? I probably should use a ruler with it, but like 9 times out of 10 in my life, I kind of just like wing it. So, and these fabric scissors are so dull. I need to sharpen them. Okay, all right, so I saved this. I always save stuff because you never know if you're gonna need it later. By the way, if I'm looking to the side, it's because I'm reading your comments as I go, so. Okay, oh, it looks like the live stream stopped for a second. Thank you, I didn't even notice. I hope that you guys can see again. Everything's good? Okay, all right, So now that I've cut this into a square, I'm actually going to do the same thing. So I have them the same size with this other one now. A lot of people have asked me to do a tutorial video on this too. And the thing is, it's hard to do a tutorial when like I do this because I'm like paying my bills. I'm making money from it. I don't make a ton of money from it because the custom orders don't come in all the time, but like it's hard to make a tutorial when I'm doing it to make money, and when people watch a tutorial, they're doing it because they're going to do it themselves. But I can say that I haven't ever seen anybody make ears like mine, so that's pretty, like, I'm pretty proud of the fact that they come out really nice. So I don't know. Okay, so what I'm doing now is on each corner of the square, I'm gonna cut into the middle. Like I have my little dome. I'm really bad at tutorials. This is also why. So here, let me see if I can angle this down for a second. Okay, there we go. You just can't see my face. I apologize. But, you know, some people like boobs, so that's fine. Okay, so here's the square, right? So I have this laying in the middle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim up to the sphere, half sphere, whatever you want to call it. These scissors are so dull. Same all four sides. Wow, they're so dull. I can't get over how dull they are. Do you hear that, you guys? It's like it won't even cut. And they're really nice fabric scissors too, and they don't want to cut. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they sound dull. It's like they sound like they're... Okay. All right, so first one's cut. Now it looks like one of those weird like biker symbols. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I'm going to put this one to the side for a moment. All right, so now that I have that cut, what I'm going to do... Actually, I think I need to cut it again. Okay, I'm going to cut it again. Now I'm going to cut the middle parts. This makes sense later, I promise. I'm going to cut down the middle of each one. Oh my God. These scissors are going to be the death of me. Okay. Luna, what are you doing? Okay. Let me go check on Luna really fast, you guys, because she just made like a weird coughing noise. So I want to make sure she's not choking on something. Hold on. What are you doing? What are you doing, weirdo? Why don't you come hang out with Mommy? Come hang out with Mommy. Come here. Come hang out with Mommy. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let me tilt it back down. So now that I have cut this, what I'm going to do is first and foremost, I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and I'm going to put it on the back. My circle-y thing. See? There's the hot glue. Okay. Now I'm going to take that. I'm going to press it right into the center again. Okay. All right, good. So now see, that's connected, right? Perfect. So before I move on, I'm actually going to do the same exact way. I'm going to have it in the center. I'm going to measure out my cuts. Okay, we'll do the four corners again. This is boring, you guys, but I love you, and I thank you for being here if you're here. It's really cool. If you guys want to ask some questions, ask some questions in the comments, and I will doing this because that is my life. I watch The Office. It's actually on in my living room. So if you guys hear the background, it's because The Office is on. Because it's always on. Because it's the best show ever created. Okay, so gone to the middle here. And go down. Luna. Ooh, they're cutting kind of better now. I don't know why. Themselves. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe I'm holding it at like a good angle. Okay. All right, so that is cut, right? Luna is a white German Shepherd. Come say hi, Looney. Come here. Come say hi. Everyone wants to see you. Say hi. Come on. Come on. Oh, hi, Loon. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Yeah. She's a big girl. She's a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. Ian bought her this This, what is it called? This thing. Not a, what is it called? What is this called? Collar. He bought her this collar the other day because it's red, and now she can be like Bolt. It's a boy, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you, baby. All right, mommy's gonna go back to work. Go play. Go play. So, I know I'm dumb. Like I'm over here and I can't figure out what words are. Okay, so putting the hot glue on here again. I'm gonna place this down in the middle. All right, and immediately we have a stick. So now that these are donesy, like not done, I'm gonna put both of those to the side, and now I'm gonna take one of my headbands. The one good thing about this little pack is that you get 3 of them. I'm gonna take a headband. Okay, there we go. I heard the rumor the first child book is actually fake to keep the plot secret for a while until they release a definitive edition this year of the original. That would be awesome. Just because, so if you guys aren't reading the comments, Hayden said that there's a rumor that Cursed Child is actually a fake. I would be happy about that because Cursed Child was horrible. It was so horrible. It makes me more, like, resistance, I get mad. It's like, why? Why does it exist? I can put this up while I'm doing this part. So now what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to wrap the headband. Sometimes you can buy headbands that are pre-wrapped, but never have the colors that you want. So it's just easier for me to like buy the ribbon and then buy the headband plain. Like as you can see, this is just a plain plastic headband. And what I do is I wrap it so that it's pretty. So what I'm going to show you is how I wrap a headband. So I'm going to take this, and I don't use the full thing. What I do is strips at a time. So it doesn't matter how long necessarily, but I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to cut myself another strip. Probably of like how much tedious work goes into doing them. They are a little intricate. I have the headband, right? I'm going to start down here at the corner, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a dab of glue. My ribbon. Okay, so see how that's now glued on there? Okay. So I'm going to start wrapping it. And now what I like to do is I don't put glue every single wrap because then it gets kind of bulky with glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it super tight. That's what she said. I'm going to wrap it. Okay, and now that I'm on my 3rd wrap, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here. I'm going to hold it really tight. I'm going to take glue and just a tiny drop because you don't want it to get super thick and overflow onto the ribbon because then it's ugly. Okay, if I can grab it. Pull it. See, I got no drop of glue. And then I'm going to keep going. And so I'm just going to keep wrapping until I get all the way to the other side or this ends and I grab another ribbon, and I'll show you guys what you do in that instance. So, oh, it keeps going in and out. I'm sorry, you guys. Did you completely miss what I feel bad. Okay, well, I'll show you guys again. So what I've been doing, I don't know how long the clip was not working, but I've been wrapping. One second, you guys. It's like having a small child. It really is. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so I don't know how much you guys missed. Roll wrap. What I'm doing is I'm gluing every like third or fourth one. I'm gonna pull this through. I'm actually getting really close to the end of this one, which is fine. So I'm gonna glue it closed. Sorry, they're like on the office right now. They're playing and I'm like da na 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 na. Oh, it keeps. Is it out again? Tell me, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just because the internet in this building is super weird. My progress so far. It'll look better when I'm done. Like it does look like I have to like go back in and like reposition, but as you can see, it's like super tight. And now, since I ran out of that portion of ribbon, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glue wrapped on the inside. I'm going to take my next piece of ribbon, lay it down, and I don't want to start wrapping until it's completely in place because remember we're pulling it really tight. Now that it's set, so one thing about hot glue that's really nice, it like takes 2 seconds. 2 seconds for it to set. And as if you're wrapping headbands like this, as you get, there's obviously like these ridges, right? So the ridges are supposed to help it stay in your hand out. It gets a little harder on the ridges because it does want to like bunch up. You just have to like pull it a little tighter as you go. It's fine. So, okay. My glue, keep going. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I live in Florida. Florida is a cesspool, but it's where I live. I really love it. But fun fact, I don't know, I don't think I've shared it in a video yet, but I'm actually in, not to move, just going, in 3, no, almost 3 weeks. I'll be going to New York. I'm visiting my friend Sanders, and we're going to go to I'm really glad that like when I'm reaching the end, it is like on the inside of it. Like it's not, I'm not having to like do like a maneuver, you know what I mean? And we are almost halfway through wrapping. So, okay. All right, so again, gonna keep going. Just that's the inside, okay. Okay, cool. All right, so letting this dry for a second, but it's coming out nice. See? It's like very Renaissance-y, but not. But although if you were wanting to make like a Renaissance one like this, what you would do was wrap the whole thing in the ribbon, and then you would tie the ribbons to this to like hang down the back of your head, or you could hot glue them. So there's many different options also if you're like looking for like a Renaissance look, which is kind of what Rapunzel is. It's kind of like a Renaissance-y look. So, okay, so I'm gonna glue it here. And see, it does go quicker, like the more you do. So you're able to move faster the more you do it because it becomes like competitive. Okay. Here, even though I know I'm getting towards the end. I'm just barking. What is my favorite animal? A wolf. And then dogs, but a wolf is like my favorite. I love wolves. What I was just telling you guys about, this is what I do when like I have some where I would have to glue it on top. I don't like to glue it on top because the top is the part that you can see. Granted, you probably won't see it here because that's where like the ears go. But what I'm going to show you what I do anyway. So what I do is I flip it to the inside, glue, and I glue that down. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. So the shop that I sell my ears on is Fandomly Designs. It's in the description box of every single YouTube video that I make. It's just there all the time. So you can visit the shop there, or etsy.com/shop/fandomly designs. And it's like fandom and family, Fandomly. So, okay, so see how I glued it down and now we have this like extra little dinghy? So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna cut that. So where the glue is, I'm gonna pull it back and I'm gonna trim it. Okay, so here's a piece and boom. So I'm out of my purple, so I need to make another strip. So I'm gonna cut another strip of this. Okay. That's the inside. That's the inside. Okay. So I'm going to place my little dollop. Keep on trucking. We're almost done. Well, we're not almost done, you know, but like we're almost done with like this. So, okay, here we go. So did you guys do anything fun for St. Patrick's Day? Leave a comment and let me know. I didn't. Not to say that I didn't have fun. Pretty much my night last night was filming with Sport, and we did a live stream for Kill for Sport. And then he left, and Ian came home, and we watched TV. Oh, we got Taco Bell. That was fun. We got Taco Bell, and then watched TV and went to sleep. I don't personally like going out on St. Patrick's Day because I'm not like, first of all, I'm not that much into like drinking. Like I drink, but I don't drink to get drunk. So I don't necessarily like to like go to a bar with the intention of drinking a ton and then driving. It's just not my thing. So I would much rather like drink at my house so that if I feel tipsy, I don't have to worry, you know what I mean? But I did not go out last night. Oh, and I'm also not trying to like insinuate that I think people are horrible to do that. I don't. I think like if you want to have fun and go have some drinks with your friends and celebrate, please, by all means. Like it doesn't bother me. It's just not my personal type of fun. So yeah, we did have a green beer during our live stream. I want to see Beauty and the Beast. I had a friend that saw it last night too, and she said it was just incredible. News that I'm reading, it seems like it was meant for older people who maybe grew up with Beauty and the Beast and not necessarily for children, which I'm fine with because I think it came out super young. Did it come out? Look it up. If you know what year, but I'm not sure. She was never like my super favorite. My super favorite princess was always Sleeping Beauty, and then I would say Cinderella. I was really into the blonde because I was blonde, actually blonde hair. So growing up, all of the princesses who had blonde hair were like me. But I also really liked Ariel because I loved mermaids. So I always identified with like, even with like Spice Girls, I was Baby Spice. Sailor Moon, I always went back between Sailor Moon and Mina, Sailor Venus. I never knew who I wanted to be more. So yeah. 1992. Okay, so that came out the year my brother was born. So I was 4 years old. Beauty and the Beast came out. Ow. Do your guys' jaws ever like randomly start hurting? Because mine just did. I'm almost to the line here. And I hope that like this video too, like also like kind of gives you guys an idea of how long it takes for these to. It's not like I sometimes think anyone here in this chat, but I sometimes think that when I get from people and they'll say, "Hey, I heard you make custom ears," and I always tell people I can't give you a price immediately, because what happens is I have to actually go out, price out all of the stuff, which here alone probably cost me $30, if not flowers. How much were the flowers? 15, maybe? 6. Yeah, roughly $30 for all of the materials, and then the time. Hard. That TMJD. I know that's like a random sidetrack, but I just saw that. Pop together. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. To like let them know I can't give you like a price just yet, because I have to actually like price everything out, and then I have to start making it to determine how long, because it's different. I mean, there might be a pair of ears that takes me an hour and I can charge. There might be a pair of ears that takes me obviously charge and the materials. I don't know, like I always feel bad because I know that there are a ton of ear who like a super ton of money for their they don't charge a super ton of money for their ear. They make a bunch of fabric ones and they say, oh, they're $20-30. Okay, fine. They're not the same. And I think some that they're not the same. And so when I tell them like, oh, well, it could be in the ballpark of like and $120. People sometimes are like, oh, nope, bye. But I will say this. I've had people spend $120 on my ears. The BB-8 ones that I made, I don't know if you guys remember seeing those. The girl that bought them, she bought them at MegaCon last year. And she saw them and she fell in love. And she said, how much are they? I've already been telling people how much they were all day. So I was kind of like, she's not going to buy them because people don't like to hear it's that much money. And I said, it's 120. Just looked at me and said, done. And she literally handed me the money and was so happy. And I got a photo of her wearing the ears and I was crying because I was just so like happy that she loved them that much. So, I mean, I do put a lot of work into them. So I don't want you guys to think that like I'm trying to rip people off. I'm not. I just think that it takes a long time to like do these types of things. And I know that the quality is there because I really do take a lot of like steps to make sure that it's like really high quality. So that's it. I just wanted you guys to know that. I'm a weirdo. It's fine. Anyway. Where's the, hold on. Luna! Luna! I don't know where she is. She's making me worried. Okay. Anyway. So, okay. So this is wrapped, but we're not done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other ribbon that I got, this light pink ribbon, and it's crazy. I'm actually going to keep it on the spool while I'm doing this because this needs to be all one piece. But I'm going to take it. I'm going to put a little dab down here at the bottom. I'm going to place it down and hope that I don't burn myself too bad. Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay, so once this like dries really well, I'm going to start wrapping and you'll see. Okay, and this is going to be a little bit more difficult because I want to make sure that it's completely evenly distributed That's a good way of, okay, yeah. Okay, so like I said, I'm still doing like every third turn. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of glue because this is really thin ribbon, guys. Okay. So who's going to MegaCon? Is anyone going to MegaCon? Who's going to Playlist Live too? Because that's also in May. That's upcoming. I will be at MegaCon vending. I will have a booth just like I did last year. And I will also be at Playlist Live this year. Again, with Community Unite. Uh-oh, I don't like when I mess things up. Hold on. Okay. Sorry if I'm not like necessarily looking up right at this moment. This part's a little bit more intricate. I'm just trying to make sure that I do this right. Okay. I'm gonna glue this here. Oh, no one's going. That's okay. It's, you know, it's a lot. Truthfully, I probably wouldn't be able to go to Playlist Live either if not for the fact that I get a ticket from Playlist. And that's because I help with Community Unite. So I get it. I do. I understand. I mean, you guys know. You see me sometimes go on Twitter and be like, oh my God, I'm dying. Like, oh my God, why is life, like, where is my money? So you guys get it. Goodness gracious. This ribbon is starting to curl and it's making me angry. Stop curling! And it's curling because I keep twisting it. That's the only reason. It's not like, it's not doing it like, because it's curly. Ooh. Almost done with this part. We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer. Thanks for hanging out. I'm like really happy because I noticed that earlier in the stream there was 18 viewers and there's still 18 viewers and that makes me really happy. So thanks for hanging out with me on this Saturday, you guys. I know that you probably could be doing much more fun things, but you're choosing to hang out with me and I appreciate it. Okay. Almost there. Oh, we're living on a prayer. Take my hand and make it, I swear. In the concert. I'm so glad, you know, Steve, that you're here. This actually, I like doing live streams, and I'm especially happy that you're here because I'm glad that you're getting to see like the ears being created. You know what I mean? And I know that you said that you needed them by a certain day, and I always ship priority, so I should have these done honestly by between today and tomorrow, so I can ship them out hopefully on Monday. But like obviously, what I'll have to do first is tonight I'll for sure have a listing, so I'll email you and I'll let you know cost and for the listing, and then I'll print out a label and I'll get it shipped to you and you'll have them. In the States, Steve? See that because I ship priority in the States. I wasn't sure. And then I can get them out regardless. So Just down here to the bottom part. Okay. I'm like really surprised with how even these are coming out. Like I mean, they're obviously like I'm not measuring each like turn. Luna, oh God. Oh, Pennsylvania, perfect. So you'll have them like very quickly. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not measuring each turn, but like they are surprisingly very much even, which makes me a happy Kayleigh. So, okay, we're getting down to the, oh no, that's okay. I'm gonna cut it soon anyway. Okay. I wonder if I can fit. Yeah, I do want to do one last little turn. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that for a second while it like glues itself. Have you ever made marble ears? Yeah, I actually have a pair of marble ears for sale right now. They're one of the first marble ears that I ever made, and they are shield hydra ears. I think they're up in my Etsy shop, actually. I think I was selling them for like 25 because, like I said, they're one of the first pairs that I ever made. So they're not like as good as some of my newer ears, to be honest. But they're still really cute. Hold on, what I'm doing right now to show you guys, I added a dollop of glue on the inside here because I glued it down, but now I want to make sure that it doesn't come up at all. So what I did is I glued this right here. This fun stuff will stay laying down because we don't want to get it from it writing up. And acts as like holds the hair in place as well because it won't stick to your hair obviously, but it's going to hold. So this is just the little bottom part. Okay. Add a little bit of glue in. Just in case we. Okay. Same thing here. All right, so prayer candles, Megan. I'm actually going to be working on a ton of them in the upcoming month because MegaCon announced like a whole bunch of people attending. So I try when I do conventions to have candles of like almost every person attending, so that way if people want to buy the candle, they can go get it autographed, which happens a lot. Like to get them autographed. So here we go. Here is the finished. Let me see if I can. Sharp. So I wrapped it initially with the purple, and then I wrapped it with the very light pink, her dress headband, wrapped headband. I also just like make headbands to sell. Like pick a character headband so that it's like a character. Like this could be just a Rapunzel headband. And I feel like I could sell these for like 15 bucks. I'm not sure, 10, 15 bucks. But yeah, so there's the finished Rapunzel headband. Yay! I'm gonna put the light back down because it's just easier for me to work with it. Okay. We're gonna put that to the side for a moment because we will be taking it again in just a second. So we're gonna go back to this guy. So what I'm gonna do, which one do I want to use? Let's figure this out real fast. At this point, what I do is I take both of these guys, and let me put this down again. So what I have to do is I have to figure out which one is going to be the left and which one is going to be the right. Is going to go like this, have the ears. So that being said, it looks like this piece and this piece, these two pieces are going to be our connectors. Is I'm going to figure out where it's going to need to be connected. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to cut this piece. So what I'm going to do is trim this one again. that's my connector piece. And I need to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to take this. Weird angle, but it's fine. I'm going to trim this. I'm going to move that so I don't cut it. These scissors are horrible. There we go. Okay. So these are my connector pieces. So basically what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to fold up and glue every single piece except for my connectors. So starting out, that was gross. Starting out here, okay, I'm going to take my glue, put it all over this guy. And I'm going to fold up as tight as I possibly can because I want this to be flat. Okay. And now what I do also is if I have like weird pieces that I know are going to stick out, after I've glued it like that, trim this off. So I'm going to take that. Okay, same here. From this weird long excess piece here. Oh my God, these scissors. I know I keep complaining about them, but they're horrible. Okay, oh, and I pulled fine. Oh, okay, it's good. It's still drying. Okay, so that's back down. Okay, here's that first piece. Remember, we're going to skip the connector. And I'm, oh, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to take my glue, put it all over this duty. Duty. And I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to just make sure that it's as tight as possible. Okay. See how there's like space. Obviously the connector is going to cover that. Now, when I'm making these ears, I don't necessarily worry about any space that's not covered because it's going to be covered with flowers. So for like covering things that maybe don't have the full coverage that they need. So I'm going to take my glue, add it here. Okay. How much glue I added on that end, so I'm just gonna. Okay, so I have a whole little section here that I can cut off. Stuff too because it keeps out. These ears are super lightweight. However, I obviously don't want them to be bulky. So see how flat there? There's only like a little ridge, but that's no big deal. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna add my glue. I always make sure too before I add the glue, like if it's gonna look okay or if I need to trim beforehand. Because once you glue it, it's like almost impossible to pull it back. Okay. So here is that piece. Okay, check that out. Looking good, right? And it's like flattening it on this side too. So, all right. Just a little bit of this before I glue. Okay. Add my glue. Pull it up. Hi, Kai Blade. These are actually for Steve here in the live chat. If you check the comments, I'm making a custom pair of ears that Steve has ordered. So I figured what I would do is show you guys how it's done. I'm going to cut off this piece. And okay, we're good to go on that. So I'm going to add, oh, I'm at my wit's end of glue. Hold on, where did I put my glue sticks? I know I got glue sticks. Where did I put them? Where are they? Where are my glue sticks? Where are my glue sticks? Why is my brain not working? They're clear. How and where? Oh, here they are. They were under the flowers. Okay. Now add another glue stick. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, see how I told you, like, I trim? This is partly why. Do you see how, like, this piece is now sticking out? So I trim because I don't want that to happen. So I just cut that little piece off, and now we're flat again. And I'm also going to cut this piece off. Okay. All right, so I kind of like the coverage that this big piece is going to give me. So I'm just going to leave as is and glue it down. Oh my God, Luna's crazy. It's like anyone that walks by our apartment, like back here, they're in for an earful. All right, so I'm going to trim this. Sorry about the barking, guys. I'm going to trim this. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, that's going to look fine. Glue this down. Put the glue so close to like where I had to grab with my fingers, so I had to be really careful. I don't want to burn myself. Okay, and again, we have like a little flap here, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, so these little rando pieces that are kind of just like hanging out. All right, so here's one ear thing, right? And I told you that I left the flap, and I told you it was okay that we have a space, no big deal. So that's one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this other one here. So I'm going to start with gluing up one of the larger pieces right here, and I am going to, again, oh, no, I should have checked that before I glued. I didn't cut it all the way. There we go. I'm going to pull this up and get that set. Okay, so it seems like everyone's dog or dogs are crazy when it comes to people. I'm glad I'm not like the only one, because I always feel really guilty, because Luna's like, the thing is, she's not scary to me, but like when we take her on walks and she like barks or whatever, people get afraid, and I'm like, but it's just Luna. Like, it's just Luna. I don't know. I guess I can see why other people would be afraid of her, but I don't think she's that scary. I just think that she's a big lover girl, you know. Okay. Almost burned myself and I got nervous. Flappy bird. Okay. From this guy right here. And broken. I don't know if I like how big this. This is before I actually start gluing. Sometimes you'll find that like even though it's all cohesively one piece, when you go to glue it, it's not going to sit. So I always have to like double and triple check sometimes before I actually glue it down. It's like, see, okay, here's a perfect example. When I cut that, pretty flat now, right? See how it's like, but it's pretty cohesive. But then on the other side, you have this like weird flap, right? So the whole goal of this is to make these as flat as possible. You don't want any bumps because it won't necessarily be seen. I can cut that one guy right there. It won't necessarily be seen, however, it does make a difference because the flowers might stick out a little bit weirder on one side. So I'm actually going to do this other part right here really fast next to our flap because I don't want to forget and then actually accidentally do the flap. So cut this. Oh, whoa, okay, hi. That was weird. I just got like a hole, it looked like a bunch of glue had been like stuck in the gun. and it just all came out like kind of burnt. Oh my gosh, Alyssa, you have so many dogs. I would love that. I would just have every dog. Do you guys watch Anna Akana or Anna Akana? I always forget how she says her name. Either way, I watch her all of the time, and how she feels about her cats is how I feel about dogs. Like, I watched that video where she's like, I have 6 cats. I would be that would be me, except for with dogs, because dogs are everything. I mean, if you like cats, that's cool, but like, I like dogs, so I'm a definite dog person. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing here. I feel like that's good coverage. Okay, we're almost done. See how it's looking real nice? We got a little thing, but that's, again, no big deal. Oh, hello. I would be the dog lady. I'm the crazy dog lady. That is my aesthetic. That's what I strive to be in life, the crazy dog lady. I just want to, I always said, and I'm not joking, like, if I ever won the lottery or $1 million or whatever, my initial instinct would be to open up a rescue. Hi, Kristen. Kristen's here. Everybody say hi to Kristen. Hey, Kristen. Hi. I love her. If you guys are not subscribed, please go subscribe to my friend Kristen, because if you like my content, you're definitely going to like her content. She makes a lot of geeky stuff too. She's like the coolest. In fact, I've been subscribed to Kristen for a little over a year, and I just started, not just, but like we just started chit-chatting with each other. But I've been subscribed for a while. I'm a Maddening Monday supporter, fan. Her channel is Shut Up Kristen, but you should link it in the live chat so people can go subscribe to you. And okay, we're almost done with this ear, you guys. I'm really excited. Because once I get the ears attached, that's when I can actually start adding the flowers. So that's when it gets real exciting and fun. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I got really nervous because I thought I was gonna mess it up. Okay, so we're gluing one of the last little pieces, you guys, and then we can move on. So excited. Luna, are you okay? Dog is crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut now, like we did before, any of the pieces that are kind of sticking out and making no sense at all. Right. Actually, this one looks pretty cohesive. Like, it looks really nice, I think. Okay, so there you go. Go subscribe to her. She's amazing. All right, so we have the 2 ears covered now. They look, you know, kind of funny. It looks like boobies, but it's not. So the backs and the fronts are done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to connect them. This is the scary part. So here is the headband that we already made. All right, so we're going to take the headband. I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I have these laid out. I'm going to take the headband. And it's hard to do this because you have to eyeball, like, where it's going to go. But we all kind of know, like, the gist of what Mickey ears look like, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center or not center, but I'm going to find the center of the headband, which is right here, and make sure that these are at least evenly distributed. So the one good thing about having all of these lines and them being kind of the same distance apart is I can count and make sure that they're at least the same amount of lines. So in the middle here, we have this line, it looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that doesn't work. All right, so my math is bad. Maybe I'm just really bad at this. Okay, I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm horrible. Okay. This looks actually pretty even to me. Like, I'm going to stand. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit higher. What do you guys think? I mean, you can see this, right? So I think this looks pretty good. think this distance is pretty even. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do, these ears, right? Oh, Steph is here. Everybody go subscribe to Steph too. Steph, leave your channel in the chat. Everyone go subscribe to Steph. She makes the coolest sweets and desserts and baking. And she actually made me a pair of Disney ears that I have. And I went to Disneyland with Steph. So you should go subscribe to her too. All right, so I'm gonna glue this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out what space is gonna have the glue. So it's really this and this. Okay, so I'm gonna glue that first. I'm gonna put a drop of glue there. I'm gonna put a drop of glue here, right? Okay, so now I'm going in. Moment of truth. Oh no, wait, okay. Okay. That's so scary. It's always so scary. Okay, so now that I at least glued it to, you know, the headband, I still can't pick it up because they're not super heavy, but also they're not connected right now. So I don't want to lose what I have happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to add a drop of glue and to kind of go over the headband as well. So the glue, you can see it from the side better. It's going to go down here and then go up and over the headband, okay? So I'm going to take this side first, pull it super tight, and just hold it in place for a moment. Okay, and then same thing over here. I'm going to pull it super tight, hold it in place. Okay. So this is actually going to give me a better look at how they're positioned. And in a second here, I should be able to pick them up and just kind of look at how they're looking. All right, so let's see here. What do you guys think? Let me pick this up. Hold on. Okay. What do you guys think? And be honest, does that look pretty even? I know that this is probably going to trip you out because this is thicker than this. So don't let that fool you. Oh, I have glue all over me. Hold on 1 second. Don't let that fool. Oh, see, this is why it's hard. You have to make sure that it's done first. Hold on. So here are the ears. I'm going to try to. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish gluing them so that they're like steady. They won't, you know. So I'm going to add my glue here. And I'm going to put glue all over this guy. All right, and this I do one at a time because you have to make sure that it's like set before you move on. So that is good. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let that dry. Turn this. I'm going to glue this guy now. I'm going to add some glue down in here. And then all up in this right here. All right. And I'm going to make sure I press so that we get. Luna, what are you eating? What are you eating? I think she's just chewing on herself. Okay, so the next thing that we do, because these are glued now, but, boom, they're glued, but see how they're still kind of like, well, they're not super, you know, but it moves, right? So what I do now is I actually go in with more glue to steady it on the sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue gun, and there's like a crevice here. So I'm just going to fill in this crevice. And remember, once the glue is dry, you're not really going to notice this. But it's going to hold the ears in place. So I'm going to hold this here because I just put a ton of glue. So the number one thing that I know, she's always like, I swear, Luna knows when I catch her because I'll look at her and I'm just like, Luna? And she's like, what? What did I do? And I'm like, yeah, I know. I know what you're doing. Okay, so like I said, I just put a ton of glue in here. So it's going to be a second of me kind of hanging out in the air with this and holding it. But I think it will, this definitely is tedious, but it like helps in the long run. So Max is the best. I love Max. I love when you put him in your videos. He's so cute. If I could just have every dog and also play with every dog and just, she is eating something. What are you eating? What is that? What is that? Bring it here. She just farted. She just like looked at me and farted. What are you eating? I know you're eating something. Let me find out what she's eating. 1 second. What are you eating? Oh, don't run away now. What is it? What is it? Luna. It was a bobby pin. I don't know how she got it. Where did you find that? Luna, Jesus. You're going to be the death of me, child. Okay. So now that the glue is really starting to solidify, I'm going to hold this kind of tight so that it like finishes drying and it'll be like things. It's just going to be like, it's going to dry and it's going to be cohesive and it's not going to move around as much. So, almost done. Oh, goodness. Okay. Almost done. Oh. She's still, what? Luna, why are you licking the spot? I already got it. It's gone. Come say hi. Luna, come here. Uh-oh. She's going to start barking. I think she just heard someone outside. It's the only thing I don't like about this apartment complex is that you can hear everyone all of the time. Last night when I was trying to film with Sport, my neighbors, like this corridor, if you can see it through the windows, this apartment right here, they are like not so great people. So they were like screaming real loud and fighting while I was trying to film yesterday with Sport. It was really uncomfortable because we had to stop filming and I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing for these horrible people, but it's just, this is my life. This is great. It's like that dog meme where the house is on fire and you're like, this is fine. So yeah, finally they stopped screaming, but I told him, I'm like, I had to call the cops on them one time because they were having such a loud fight. I started hearing like stuff being thrown and she screamed. So I was like, okay, well, if you're hitting her or like killing her now, I'm going to call the cops. Bye. So they're just, you know, they're fun people. They're so fun. They have people coming and going all the time. And I don't even live in a bad area. Like that's what's even stranger is the area that I live in. It's not super affordable, to be quite honest with you, but we live here because it's nicer. And I don't understand. I'm so confused all of the time. So let me see. Oh, it's really funny that you mentioned that you had a Pascal plushie. When I was at the store today, like shopping for all of this stuff for the Rapunzel ears, I got so frustrated because I don't know if you guys have been to Michael's or like a craft store in general, but they have like a section where they sell plastic animal toys and also plastic like babies, like and plastic people and plastic I don't know how to explain it. They just have a bunch of plastic things. And they had dragons and like sea creatures and it was just like a plethora of every type of mythical or real animal that you can imagine, and they didn't have one Pascal looking chameleon thing, which made me so angry because I really wanted to get like a miniature one for these ears and like have it set on top. Nope, couldn't find one. So that was my day. How's yours? How was your day? I want to move back to California so bad. In fact, it's funny you say that. My friend Sanders, the one that I'm going to go visit in New York in a couple weeks, he's actually, I think, possibly moving there. So I'm like so jealous because all of my friends are just moving to California and I'm stuck here. I'm stuck in Florida. Okay, so this one is still drying, but it's like pretty much set. I think. No, it's not. Hold on. We're almost done. We're almost done. I told you, this is like the part where if I were watching The Office right now, I would just be like staring at the TV while holding this like this. Yeah, normally. I just like, okay, so since I was born and raised in Sacramento, and I moved out here when I was 10, and I've been out here since then, and having gone back and visited just a handful of times, it's like such a difference living in Florida and living in California. And I know every time I talk to people about it, they're like, oh, well, California is just as bad, if not worse. And I'm, no. The people are different. They're so much more kind in California. The people here are not so kind. Yes, the drivers are probably equally as terrible in both places, but also the drivers here are either super old or not from here, because we get a lot of like foreign visitors, especially where I live. There's a ton of what is it called? We have a lot of outlets here. So what happens is South American countries, people who live in South American countries come up here to visit, and they will rent cars, and they're not the best drivers. And I'm not trying to stereotype, but they're really like it's hard to explain because you have to live here to kind of understand. But it's like when you go to the mall, for instance. I think I've vlogged about this before. When you go to the mall and it's full of people who don't speak English from other countries and they don't know where they're going, and you want to help them because they might like look like they're lost in the mall, but you don't, like, I don't speak any other language. I know a little bit of German, but I don't know like Spanish or Portuguese or any of the languages that most of the people that visit here speak. So I'll be walking and they always buy these giant luggages, because what they do is they'll come to like Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body and they buy all of the discount products and they take it back and they sell it. So they'll load up their luggage and they'll be walking, and then suddenly they'll realize maybe they're going the wrong way and they'll just dead stop. And I've had people where I've run into their luggage and they get mad at me and start screaming at me in another language. I've had people who have hit me with their luggage before and not apologized. So basically, going to the mall here sucks, because I only ever go to the mall if like I absolutely need something, because it's just so chaotic all of the time. So it's crazy. Oh, I just realized that you guys were like totally leaving comments and I'm just like talking away. I want to work at your bakery. I feel like I don't know if I'm good at baking, but like I could definitely work at your bakery and sell some stuff for you. I'd be like, look how good this is. You should put it in your mouth, but you gotta pay for it first. See, I'm already good at it. Oh, I've been to Placerville before. I have been to Placerville. Oh God, so long ago. We used to go visit, when I lived in Sacramento, we would visit San Luis Obispo, Folsom, Placerville. Like, I've been all over the place. We went to San Fran a couple of times when I lived there. We went to LA a couple times when I lived in California too. It's just such a good state. You're so close to the ocean and the mountains and the snow and like everything. There's everything. And then in Florida, there's nothing but heat and bugs, and that's it. I found a giant, like this big, you guys, this big, giant caterpillar-like bug in my bathroom. I was using the bathroom and I look at my wall and it's just crawling. And I'm like, firstly, how? Like, how did you get into my house? There's no windows in that bathroom. How did you get in? You had to have crawled from either my front door or my garage door. I don't know how you escaped my vision because you're gigantic, but it ended up in my bathroom. And then I sprayed it with, I'm going to sound like a horrible person. I sprayed it with bleach because I didn't have any bug spray. So I was like, no, you have to die. So I sprayed it with bleach and I shut the door and I'm like, I'll let it die in peace. And I left for like a couple hours to go get all this stuff. I come back and it has managed to crawl out of the bathroom after being sprayed with bleach, and it died on my carpet outside of my bathroom, but it fell apart. Like, it was in pieces. And my dog is in a kennel when I'm not here. So it's not like she went into the bathroom and like tore it up, but it literally fell apart into pieces. I don't know of any other bug that does that, so that's just an example of how terrifyingly disgusting the bugs in Florida are. So, great. But yeah, I don't understand. If I hadn't already like thrown it away, I would show you what it looked like, because it was like just a couple hours ago. Okay, so I've been talking a storm. These are dry now. So as you can see, they're solid now. Like when I move, this one's actually not super solid. It's making me angry. Why? Okay, I'm gonna glue it. This one needs to be glued a little bit more. That's fine. I want these to be solid so that when you're moving around, they're not like, you know. So this, once I have this glue, because this one's already pretty solid. Check that out. It's not moving. Like this is moving. This is not. So I'm gonna hold this while that dries. But anyway. Yeah, I'm not a fan of any bug. In fact, I don't know if you guys follow me on Snapchat. I'm just going to show you, even if you don't. Check this out. So when I'm actually filming like 5 videos after I do this live stream, and one of the videos that I'm filming is a hauler haul. This box back here, I got my other hauler box. And one of the things I got was this pillow that has LED lights in it. So I needed to go out to my storage unit and get a screwdriver, and all my screwdrivers are in with my craft fair stuff. So I went out to get it, and I like Snapchatted when I was like going into my storage unit because I haven't been into it in like 3 weeks. So I was really afraid. So check this out.
Guys, this is always like the scariest part because I have to go into
my dark on purpose
storage unit, but there's always bugs. I'm really afraid. Okay, here we go. Why are there no lights in this like corridor? Why can't I get the key in the thing? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's dark until I turn the light on, you guys.
Okay, turning the light on. Ooh. I have a can of bug spray there, and I don't. That's a trap. I'm like so paranoid. That's my old desk, by the way, you guys. Okay, I'm looking. Ooh! I just ran into a spider web. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, well, this is like a look into my life, and I have to, okay, I'm so afraid because I just ran into a spider web. No more spider webs. Okay, where's what I need? Okay, I just need what's in this box. I just need what's in here. This will do fine. Until next time, storage room, I'll leave you with your buggy friends.
Anyway, yeah. So wasn't usually when I walk in there are like giant cockroaches that will be like in the middle of the floor, and when I turn on the light, they scatter. It's terrifying. I found like so many cockroaches in my apartment, let me just tell you, and every time I do, I've sprayed them with like anything I can find. Carpet cleaner, bleach. If I mess up the carpet, I don't even care. My life is more important. Anyway, so see, they're solid now. See how they like don't move around? I'm shaking, but they're not like moving on their own. They're solid. So here are the ears. So that's what the ears are going to look like. By the way, I know they look big. All of my ears are like oversized. That's just how I make my ears, because I think they're more fun when they're oversized, and they get a ton of compliments. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but like they're just so much fun. Oh my god, I should show you guys the Chewbacca ones that I made. Those are massive. They're like huge Chewbacca ears. I still haven't sold them. I've had them now for like a year, and I'm like actually surprised that they haven't sold, but that's fine. Okay, so now that these are done, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to show you guys a couple of the steps, and then I'll probably end the live stream because I know that we're probably close to being much more than an hour, and I still have a lot to go. As you can see, we're like not even close to being done. All we've done is finish like the ear base. So at least what I'm going to do, this part I'm going to do off camera, like I said, because I have to actually take the design and I have to basically cut this out into a template, put it on this, use like a pencil to trace, and then cut that out. So it's going to be like a whole process. And it's too like boring to watch on camera. So that'll do later. But these are going to go on the back of the ears. So see how that becomes, like this will end up becoming the flag, since the flag is this purple and this color. So those will be on the back of both of the ears on the backhand side. So that I'll do off camera. And of course I'll post photos on like Instagram when this is done. So you can follow me at Instagram, Kayleigh Kill, and I'll be posting photos. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple more things. I'll show you some of the flower layouts because these are going to be covered in flowers. And then, yeah, we'll move on. Oh, so also, I'll ask you guys your opinion, actually. So this hair, let me pull one off. Ooh. So, oh my God, Luna, Jesus. So this hair, like I said, this is like human hair that my friend gave me from her salon because she does stuff. So originally, oh my God, I'm getting it everywhere. Gross. Originally, I thought about doing something like that and having it like across and then having like, having the flowers like attached to it, but I don't think I want to do that. I think what I want to do, and tell me if you guys think this is cool or not. I think what I want to do is cover these in flowers all over. And then I want to braid a couple of these, like maybe like 2 or 3 strands I'm going to braid. And then what I wanted to do was make the hair into a bow, if that makes sense. So like, let me see if I can do like an example. So it would be like, this looks horrible, but I'm just showing you an example. The hair in the middle, like I would have that be the bow. And then I would put like smaller flowers in the hair. This is obviously not what the bow would look like. I'm just giving you an example. So it would like, there would be like a bow, but like it would be hair. Actually, Steve, you should tell me if you like this. Because that was initially what I thought I would do, is make a bow in the middle, and I would braid it. So it would be a braided hair bow. It wouldn't just be like the hair like sticking out. Although I don't think that would look terrible either. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I think it would need to be braided for sure. But like, yeah, I would braid it, I think. I think I would braid it for sure. But I think it would be really cute as like a hair bow, like just a bow thing. Yeah, because I feel like this is not, like it kind of is weird. It's cool, but I think it's weird. You know what I mean? Because it's like real hair. I just think that it would look nicer as a bow. So, but shout out to my friend Brittany, who gave me all this extensions. It's just funny. I like didn't even, it's what's funny about it is that when I went in to say hello, I only went in to say hello because I have a bunch of friends that work at one salon, like 6 friends work at one salon. So I went in and I was like, hey girls, hanging out, told them that I was going to go to Michael's to buy stuff for Rapunzel ears. And when I mentioned Rapunzel, she's like, oh, I have some extensions. Do you want to take some? And I was like, yeah, sure. So it like worked out because all I was going to do was buy yellow yarn and use yarn in its place. But this is like so much better because it's like actually like hair. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, so let me do a couple flowers with you guys, and then I'll probably say bye-bye for a bit. So the way that I'm going to do this, I always try to position the larger flowers not central, because when you do it in the center, it kind of takes away from the whole design. So what I try to do is the bigger flowers all over. So normally I like things to be like, I think juxtaposed is the word. I like things to be like positioned evenly on both sides. So if like I had a flower here, I'd want a flower here. But I think with the way that Rapunzel's hair in the movie is set up, sorry, I keep burping. I'm so gross. I think the way with her hair, like how it's set up, I think it's actually going to look better if I don't do that. So I think the plan is to at least have one of each of these colors on each ear, but I'm not necessarily going to have them like I might do the orange one there, but I might do the blue one here. Do you know what I mean? So they're not going to be even. I like the idea of having them spread out and look really pretty. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me see. Okay, so let's glue on one and we'll see what it looks like. So I think I like the, let's see. Okay, I like that one there for sure. I wonder how much of this I can cut before I start to cut into, let's see. I don't want to cut too much of this. There's like, I don't know if you can see it in the window, but there's like kids that keep running back and forth with a basketball, so Luna's like losing her mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my first one. This is always so scary. Okay, I'm going to take the first one, I'm going to add a huge amount of glue. And I'm going to stick it. And stick it good. Da-na-na-na-na. Boom. When I see what come wrong, you must stick it. Okay, I'm going to angle it down so you can see what I'm doing. So I stuck that one there, right? Okay, so that one is drying. And like I said, we want to have flowers covering the whole space. So I also bought this like fake baby's breath. All right, bye, Steph. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. I have the fake baby's breath, and I will stick that in places as filler. But I think I'm going to actually, I like the way that this would look here, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue. And I'll go in with that. The fun thing about this is that it's all about making a cohesive design. Do you know what I mean? So really, it's just a matter of taking a look at the flowers and putting them in a position where they all look really pretty and unique. And, you know, like they're all together. So here, there's like a little section that I did. So you see the bigger flower, and then you have the smaller flowers accenting on the side. So it's like, gives it a pop of color, and it gives it a little bit of depth. You know what I mean? So, okay. There's that one. And let's put this blue guy, trim this up. Let's put this blue guy. Where do you think the blue guy should go? Kind of thinking, like, here's the, kind of think I'd like it down there, actually. Yeah, let's do the blue guy down there. Little kids, please go away. Can't you see I'm trying to do something? Stop. Stop it. I hate it. Okay, so we have our blue guy. Our blue guy is hanging out. Okay, hi, blue guy. So, hello, hi. Hi, okay. All right, so what flowers should accent the blue guy? I think these ones would be really nice. Let me grab a couple of these. I think these little ones are really cute. And they're gonna look really nice with the blue, I think. Let me stick a thing of glue down in here. Oh yeah, that looks really pretty. So see, the whole goal is to just have the flowers mesh together well. So, you know, by putting that behind the blue, it kind of gives it like a pop of color. And from different angles, you'll see it. So like I'm going to surround the blue flower, obviously, with, you know, floral over here as well. But now, like from different angles, depending on how, you know, they're being worn and how you're standing, you'll see different pops of color. And that's what I thought would be so unique about these. Because when I was shopping for these flowers, I literally had in hand a picture of like what her hair looks like in the movie. So all of the flowers that I found look as close in color and in style that I could possibly get. So I wanted this to be very accurate. So let's see. Well, I guess that means we'll have one up here. So that's going to give us a these little kids. Please. I'm sorry, you guys. It's just Luna doesn't like when people are like right outside her window. It drives her nuts. Imagine, this is what I have to put up with when I film. So see how we have like our 3 flowers here, and then so basically now that we have our 3 major focal points, the remainder is going to be putting all the small flowers and the small details in. What is that? All right, Alyssa, thanks. Thanks for hanging out so long. Okay, so let's see. For that one, I think a pop of, I think the white and the pink. So I'm going to take a couple pieces of this. I'm going to grab one of these pink flowers. Let's see, I'm going to add a pink back here. We want to be able to see some flowers when we're behind it too. Right, so we got our little pink guy back here. And then I'm going to shove some baby breath up in this bitch. Sorry, guys. I know I don't normally like curse in like my videos, but it's not, you know, in real life I do sometimes. It's just funny. Sorry. Oh. So I'm going to take this little baby breath. Stick this guy right here. Okay, so see how we have the little baby breath? It was like weird baby breath too. Like it's, I mean, I guess it looks like baby's breath, but like it's strange to me, but I think it'll, you know, you'll get the gist. So there's the little, you know, so far. So I think what I'll do now is I'm going to do at least the big focal points on the other side, and we'll probably end the video because it's already been a really long time, and I need to take a break so that I can start prepping for this and then getting back to work on this. So let me grab my guys here. And like I said, well, actually, Steve, because you're here, how would you prefer it? Would you prefer it that I have the matching colors on either side? So would you prefer that I put the white, the orange, and the blue here? Or would you like it a little stagnated where maybe I do the blue and the orange and the white? I personally think it'll look better if they're kind of like, you know, mixed around. But I can do it however you'd prefer. I just think that maybe putting the white here, the blue, the orange, it will, or well, the orange would have to move too. So maybe orange, blue, white, I think. What do you think before I glue these? Okay, staggered is good. Okay, great. So let's start with the blue. And what was that? Was that a bug? Or was that the thing flying off? So crazy, right? I'm like, what happened just now? Okay, so I got my dollop of glue. And we're going to put the blue guy here. Okay. All right, so got our blue guy here. I think what I'm going to do first is just glue on all the guys. I keep calling them guys. Guys, guys, guys. I'm like Andy Bernard. When I get nervous, I say guys a lot. Guys, 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 guys. Andy, stop saying guys. This is how often I watch that show, you guys. The Office is my life. Let's do this one here. Yeah, that's going to look so nice. I'm really excited. These are going to look so good. Okay, and then cut that off. I already almost needed another glue stick. Goodness. Okay. All right, so we have like the flowers staggered. They're not in the exact same place, but they are staggered. So now what will happen is I'm just going to go in and continue to fill the space with different flowers. So I'm going to take some of these purple, and I think because I have the purple with the white on this one, kind of want to put some of the purple with the blue. So what I'm going to do is, let's do up here, because we got some, oh, definitely need another glue stick. In there. Grab that, put it right down in here. I'm going to take these guys. And also what I'll do tonight is I'll post like an update photo on Instagram. Hold on, the comments are so full. Let me see. I'm back. Oh, hey, Alyssa. These aren't heavy at all. Like I would say if I weighed these, they probably weigh less than a pound. Like they're not heavy. That's because I use the, what's it called? Styrofoam. I use the styrofoam base, and that actually takes away a lot of the weight. So And then the flowers obviously are very, very light. So there's that purple one. I put some purple on the back, single purple in there. And again, like I said, this is going to be surrounded by flowers. So. She's crazy. She's just so crazy all the time. Luna, it's fine. Life is fine. You're fine. Yes, you're fine. Just calm down, please. You're being crazy. Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Your mother is losing your mind right now. Okay. I put another pink one back here. And I think I want to do one of these really pretty ones. I thought these were so pretty when I saw them at the store. Look at these. Look how they're like kind of two-toned. So they're kind of two-toned. They're really nice. So let's put some of these back here. It's never ending. Okay. There's behind that one, I have the pink and the yellow. All right, and then let's get a little bit more baby breath. And I think for this one, let's do a bit of these lighter purples. I think these ones are so pretty too. Again, we have like the two-toned flowers. And I'm gonna get that guy off because he's annoying. Get out of here, guy. Okay, let's take these down in there. The only thing I'm sad about is that the purple flowers almost blend in with the background, but once I like get all the flowers laid down, you're not even gonna really see the purple background. So that'll be, that's gonna fix itself. That'll be fine. This is fine. I love that meme. It's like my favorite meme because it just accurately represents my life. This is fine. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because I do need to take a little bit of a break. I've been doing this for more than an hour. But here's what we have so far. I know it doesn't look like much, but eventually it'll look really nice. So yeah, these are, the Rapunzel ears so far. And they're going to eventually be completely filled in with flowers. And they're going to look really pretty and really nice. And I'm really excited. So yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm really happy that you guys all stuck with me this whole time. Thank you so much. I know it's like a Saturday and you could be doing a lot of fun things, but it's cool that you like hung out with me and stuff. I appreciate it. And yeah, I will be filming a ton of videos, so expect a bunch of new videos upcoming this week. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out because I'm pretty sure it's the same Steve that I'm making these for and the same Steve on Patreon, but thank you, Steve, so much. Steve just pledged to be a Patreon of mine, and it's like super, super, super appreciated. So if you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon as well, there are like a ton of perks, so you can check that out in the description link of all my videos. So yeah, but thanks, Steve. I appreciate it so much, so much. And obviously, I think that as becoming a Patreon, they charge you the first of the next month. So April 1st is when you'll be charged, and then I'll contact you and we'll set up a date for, talking on Skype and stuff. But yeah, but thanks you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm going to get back to working on these in a little bit, and then I'll put up a photo on Instagram tonight to show you the progress. So, all right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you later. Bye.